For this problem, we are asked to take the image back onto the pre-image. So we need to work from the range and try to map the range onto the domain. It's another multiple selection, so we need to consider all choices. Let's take a look at choice A. In choice A, we have reflect over the line y equals negative x. So that function rule is opposite of y, opposite of x, followed by a translation left 2. So the left 2 is x minus 2y. Let's check this for d prime. So if I start at d prime, which is at 6, 12, and I apply the function rule over y equals negative x, so that's negative 12, negative 6, and then I apply the translation left 2, negative 12 minus 2 is negative 14, and then the y value stays at negative 6, so this does work. Let's check it for E. So E prime starts at 3, 9. And if I apply my first function rule, opposite of y, opposite of x would be negative 9, negative 3. Now I need to move that to the left 2, so it's going to be negative 11, negative 3, and that does work. If we continue this process, we would find that it works for F and G as well. So this series of transformations will map the range back onto the domain. Let's take a look at choice B. For choice B, we have a rotation 180 degrees. So that's the function rule f of xy equals opposite of x, opposite of y, followed by a translation left 2. So once again, that function rule is f of xy equals x minus 2y. Let's apply this to point D prime at 6, 12. We're going to do opposite of x, opposite of y, so that's negative 6, negative 12. Then we're going to move that to the left 2. So that's going to become negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8, negative 12. And already we can see that this is not a series of transformations that will get the range back onto the domain. All right, let's try choice C. Choice C says reflect over the line y equals negative 2. So I'll go ahead and take a look at graphing that line of reflection in the graph, followed by a rotation 180 degrees about the origin. So let's look at point D prime, which is at 6, 12. So 6, 12 is right here, and we're going to reflect this over the line y equals negative 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is at 6, negative 16. And then rotate that 180 degrees. That's the function rule f of xy equals opposite of x, opposite of y. So that's going to go to negative 6, positive 16. And that does not get us back to D. So this choice is not a series of transformations that will map our range back onto our domain. Let's take a look at our last option. Option D of rotate 270. So that's counterclockwise. So our function rule is f of xy equals y opposite of x, and then a translation up 2. So this is f of xy equals x, y plus 2. Let's try that for point D prime. So here we're at 6, 12. And if we do 270, that would be 12, negative 6. And then up 2 would be 12, negative 4. So this does not work to map the range back onto the domain. So our only option is A.